guys. Nothing you can do but laugh at this market. Everything else pretty much trod water, but the risk assets or stocks, if you want, are certainly positioning themselves for a softer number, and therefore everything's good and interest rates are coming off. To me, it's a pretty risky idea to be trading ahead of this inflation number, expecting 6.5. That's a big drop, particularly when you're reading that that's buying in the I guess all the consumerism leading up to Christmas, and they expect inflation to drop, right? So 16 days after the month ends. So this is the print for December, and they expect a 6.5. I don't think they're going to get it, and so we're seeing stocks absolutely carry on like everything's all good. It's going to end in tears. Will it get through that trend line? Will it get through 4,000? Will it get through? There's also a 200 moving day average in there as well. I don't think so, personally. Currencies going sideways. Bonds were a bit like stocks. Bonds were coming off in anticipation of a soft number. I think the market's got it wrong, but I guess this time tomorrow you can laugh at me or laugh with me, because we'll find out tonight what the number is. VIX also just trod water, didn't do much at all. So other than stocks going nuts, the market was pretty quiet and subdued everywhere else. Looking at the commodity picture though, we're seeing copper also ramp up. This is all on the back of China, and oil as well is on the back of China purchasing as they run into the new year. But copper is running on the back of, and iron ore as well, as you can see over here. Iron ore also running. Stories I've been reading is that everyone's expecting that China, now that they're out of lockdown, to ramp up again, and particularly with they've instigated a infrastructure program whereby making it cheaper and easier to produce housing and accommodation. So the use of obviously industrial metals is going to increase. So that's should be a good picture for the Aussie. But yeah, Aussie's got its own issues. Don't really want to say too much more until we see the inflation numbers out of the US. The Aussie numbers came in yesterday, which were pretty flat, and as expected, the Aussie didn't do much. So we'll leave it there for today, and we'll have more to talk about tomorrow once we get that inflation number, which I would suggest is going to be a negative figure. Well, not negative. It's going to be like at 7 or higher. Certainly not at 6.5%. And the stock market's going to get a rude awakening. So we'll chat tomorrow. We'll see what that happens. Best of luck, guys.